Okay, well, so we're over halfway through what's been a hugely positive season for the club. In your role as captain, just give us your general thoughts on how things have been going.
Yeah, I think it's been going well. Got off to a good start and got some good momentum before this block of LV in Europe, and we're going well in the Premiership at the minute, and we're back into it. Sale on a Friday night, it's just making sure we kick on over this next block of 4 games, because it's pretty tight around that middle of the table, and if we have our goal to finish top 6, then we need to pick up some big wins.
Looking at the season, sort of, is there anything games-wise that particularly stand out as positives for the club that you enjoy being part of?
I think it's just the big wins we've had in general, especially Premiership. Our away form had been pretty poor prior to this season. We got a big win away at Gloucester and a massive win away at Northampton Saints, which was huge for confidence and just to get that momentum and that little bit of belief. And then we had some good performances with a big home win against Bath, and that's kept us in the mix, pushing towards that top 6 spot.
Were either of those 2 away wins more significant than the other? I mean, we've seen the footage from Gloucester where everybody's just absolutely euphoric, but then there was that obviously dramatic way to win down at Northampton. So are they both sort of landmark results for you, or does one stand out more than the other?
No, I think they're both pretty big. I think the Gloucester one was obviously massive because our away form at that time was pretty poor, and we couldn't really buy a win away, especially against top sides. So that kind of broke the duck for us a little bit, and we kind of replicated that with another massive win away at Northampton, which is a tough place to go, one of the toughest places in the league to go, and to pick up a win there was huge for us.
You mentioned form and building on results. What's that doing in terms of Christmas belief within the squad? Has there been a change, or do you think it's more just that there's been a change in sort of outside perceptions?
No, I think there's been a change in belief. I think the beginning of the season helped us we started pretty well and got some wins early doors, and we were close against some of the top sides, and that gave us the confidence then to realise that we were good enough to compete with them top sides, and that's kind of just stayed with us throughout the season really. And the games that we have lost, like you said, Saracens away and Wasps away, we gave a real good account of ourselves, and we just let ourselves down in little areas, but there are probably 2 games that on another day we could have potentially won, and they're the lessons that we've learned that we've got to carry through to the second half of the season.
And off the field, we've seen some real growth in the supporters responding to the improved performances. Crowds are on the up. How much does that feel-good factor filter down to you lads, and how much is that fueling and providing you sort of food for continued improvements?
It makes a massive difference. It's obviously a real tough place to come, Kingston Park. Even more so when there's a full house and a big crowd that get right behind the boys. And I know it makes a massive difference to us as players, especially in them tight games when the crowd's behind you. And they've been a big incentive for us this year, and hopefully towards this second half of the year we can give them a lot more to cheer about.
And what's the feeling going forward of these remaining games, starting with Sale away, then Northampton at home, and then a fairly decent run in?
Yeah, like I said earlier, the middle of the table is pretty tight at the minute, so it's important in this next block of 4 games that we pick up some big wins, and that starts on Friday night against Sale, which is a massively tough place to go. Although people see them not doing too well at the minute, they're a tough side, especially at home, and I'm sure they'll be on the money. So we've got to make sure we're at our best in order to beat them on the Friday night.